Eychimo's Adventures is now live. Multi-streaming with.
Right.
Okay, why does it do that? What is causing it to do that? Something is turning it on. I don't know what. Alright, I'm just playing around with VR settings today. I am just playing. And we're trying to get... I am running off the mirror in case you're wondering. You're seeing my field of view that I have when I'm... Alright. I may have the mic a little bit too far. Let's see. Let's just see if we can reach up here and adjust it down a little bit. Oh, you'll get over it. Elevator. Whoops, not going to reopen, are you? Okay. Let's go in and turn on geometry. Okay, I usually don't do this when I'm streaming, and I cannot use the mobile glass when I am doing this because of white screens. Ooh, frame rates are not good. A lot of lag spikes at these stations. We may not be able to run it in 3D geometry today. Well, I'm thinking, no, frame rates are not there today. They're really bad. It's a shame. Okay, let's see, which way do we go here? Not good today. Sometimes they're good. Today's not one of them. Alright, let's go get a ship here. Okay. Oops, why do I have to climb this? Oh, because I left it on Hurston, that's why. Game crashed when I was screwing around. Yep, that's why I have to claim it. Okay, I'll just wait. Okay, let's see this one right here. Not sure, whoa, that was way off. Way off it was. But we are on the mirror, and I'm just doing this. This is basically just test streaming. I'm seeing if the field of view is matching up with my field of view. I notice that when I'm streaming, I just stream the window that I'm running in. It doesn't really match up. You actually see a bigger field of view than I get, that I have it set for. Not that my field of view is not there, but it's just that I have to pan to get it. I have a little graphics glitch there. See that? What's causing that? Maybe just in this area. That's kind of weird. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Huh. Only places doing that's on them floor panels. Maybe they're lit panels. I don't know. Maybe they're supposed to do that. Huh. Kind of weird though. Kind of weird. More stores up here, I think, aren't there? Yeah, stores. I think a gun shop. Yep. Weapon shop. Don't need any of those. I That guy's over there standing in the corner. He's probably some kind of prevert. This guy just standing there looking like he's somebody important. The floor is still being weird. She looks a little mean. I bet she's a mean one. I don't need a gun. Galactic warfare. No Pokemon? I think there's anybody in this bar you can talk to, is there? I've tried it here. Let's see if she'll talk to me. Nope.
Hey there.
Hey, how we doing? We're just out screwing around. That guy's not much of a bartender there. Not much of a bartender.
Fairly good, and yourself?
Not too bad. I'm just screwing around with settings. Playing with the VR a little bit, and running a mirror instead of running off the game stream itself, running off the Oculus mirror. Probably got a little less field of view. You probably have exactly the same field of view I do right now. Until I look at the stream, I won't be able to tell. But shame there's not some way you can't record in the 3D. I haven't figured out how yet. God knows I've tried. I have tried.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
It said 3, didn't it? I hope it said 3. I think it said 3. Out here. Whoa. We're getting closer. Must be the place. Yep. The game is hitching. It's not frame rates, it's just hitching. Server lag, maybe? Server desync. Okay. Startup.
Acknowledged.
Aegis combat assist activated.
Keyword station. I do not have nothing over my head. Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the comm.
Landing gear retracting.
Oh, range. I wonder if I can find range. Range.
Collecting
I
data.
moved my mic. That probably wasn't a brilliant idea. Crusader. Let's see if we can find about using my star map. Arcorp. Don't want to go that far. I'd really like to go out to Hurston. Hurston. There's a place. Let's go look at the ocean. Jump.
Jumping.
Change view.
Roger that.
Probably already out of range. Yes, we are. we're just sightseeing today. Playing with settings. Change view.
Roger that.
Well, at least this trip. Okay, let's try 3D geometry. That's we're on the station. The stations can have pretty bad frame rate. Oh yes, much better. Yeah, if I could just record in full 3D instead of using Z Adaptive. Even this ship looks really good in 3D, full 3D. It looks good in Adaptive, but it looks really trippy in 3D. And the trouble I don't run in 3D often anymore, except when I'm not streaming, is because of mobile glass white screens. Bubble glass.
Open mobile
See the problem? And that's just not a problem in my HMD. That is a problem on the monitor too. Now I don't know what call out does that or why it does that. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobile glass.
And the only way to get rid of it is to turn the geometry back off. And then it'll come back in. Now I have no idea why it does that. A little earlier I put in a call to Ralph at vorpX, see if he has any suggestions. I've tried rolling back drivers, NVIDIA drivers. I can't roll back my Oculus drivers. They did have an update. That could be the cause. It may just be an Oculus issue. It may not do that on the Vive. I don't know. But it sure prevents you from running it in 3D geometry, which has a little more which you can pull more 3D out of it than you can as I have it set now. I've got quite a bit of 3D, but it's, believe me, when you're running geometry, it's a whole lot more 3D. So I don't know what the issue with that is. However, you do take a big frame rate hit for running it in geometry because it's doing a whole lot more processing. But when I'm not streaming, I can normally run geometry no trouble. Streaming, of course, takes more out of the computer. I've got a lot of extra programs running because I'm streaming that I don't normally have on when I just come into the game. And as I said, I reset up my mirror. Oculus made a mirror change, how it works on the patch before last, and I really haven't checked out what it's capable of now, so I thought, well, I'll turn it on and go ahead and stream with it. Like I say, you should be actually, when I look straight ahead, you should be seeing pretty much exactly the same thing I see field of view. I have it zoomed in on my headset. I'm in immersive mode. I'm zoomed in more than it would be. I guess you can play with the field of view in the game to get where I'm at. Do the same thing, but come on, cool down. We'll go down, just look out, check out the oceans. Range. Let's see if we can get fair.
Collecting
That's
data.
one of them. Goes a long, long way. Something on the seas. I'm pretty sure that's Lorville. Let's go there. Looks like we're on the right side of the planet here. No, maybe not. See, you never know what side of the planet. I think that's too far away. They'll just hit it anyway. Jump.
Jumping.
Just can't jump down the planet anywhere. You can travel manually, it takes forever. We used to have to do it that way. Why do it if you don't have to? Ba-ba-ba. Let's get some speed. Really see the oceans on this side. Don't. I understand they have waves now on the oceans instead of just flat seas. And that's really what I just kind of thought I'd come out here and check out. See what it looks like in 3D, but I can't see bodies of water. How's that for luck? Laser fire, and I have nothing on the radar, so is that a graphical glitch? Sure looks like laser fire to me. Absolutely nothing on the radar. About VR, you feel like you're moving. Make no mistake about it. When you have a frame of reference, unlike being on a monitor, you just see it go by. But when you're in a headset like this, it feels like you're moving. The closer to an object you are moving past, the more you get the sensation. Like a crashed spaceship down there. Debris of some sort. That's what it looks like. Looks like a debris field. Maybe a mission. Is that a marker? Yes, some markers. Definitely a debris field. Probably a mission around here somewhere. Find a body or something. That's definitely a debris field. Probably if I look on the mobile glass, there'd probably be some hairs. It's an investigation of some sort. Somebody missing. I guess there was a mission there somewhere, or something. high water, there's normally trees and stuff. This planet's a lot of desert, but it also has fauna on it in places. Star Citizen's going to be in trouble when and if Elite Dangerous has FPS stuff. They're supposedly going to add legs, more debris fill. They're supposed to be adding legs to the game. We'll see. If they do, I'll probably get a lot more interested than I am. By the end of the year is what they're saying anyway. I'm really looking forward to dual universe releasing. I think that's going to be the game for the next few years. Could be wrong, but I am looking forward to it. I think this game is going to be 5 years out. It really becomes anything. They have so many problems. Not just stuff in the game they don't have yet, but what's in the game doesn't work very well. Whoops, we just crashed. Star Citizen at its finest. Disconnect. I didn't touch down. We'll be back on a space station, won't we? It'll say bad token, I would imagine. Unless they're pushing a patch through and shut everybody off. They do that on occasion. No, it's going to load back in. Occasionally it'll disconnect when they push a patch. I've had that happen, but most of the time 30K is just 30K. Server loses you. Like I say, that's an issue with Star Citizen, unfortunately. It's quite common. I mean, it's nice that they put in persistence, the type of, it's simple persistence, but it's nice that they put it in. But it really doesn't have as much value as it should because everything's so unstable. Just like if we'd had a load of cargo or something there, we'd have lost it. It seems like since they put in SSOCS, there's object streaming whenever whenever the game crashes, you lose, it doesn't recover anymore. The recovery doesn't work, or at least it doesn't recover when you have a cargo. Like I say, this game's a long way out. Yep, complete disconnect. Such is life. Most of the missions are buggy. They may work, they may not work. They may work for a while, then they'll quit working. Unfortunately, a lot of issues. I mean, you can see that the game, if it ever was to advance to a real playable stage, it would probably be a whole lot of fun. But they are a long way away from that stage. I like their artwork, I like their artists. I'm a little worried about they have issues, common issues that they never get rid of, like stuff dropping through the floors. Constantly you're dropping through bulkheads, through floors, walking through bulkheads. That happens quite a bit. Hell, half the time you get into a freelancer, you'll wind up in the bulkhead if you go up the ladder. Well, see, it lost my ship. and that means it will, it's at Hurston. So we're going to have to claim that one again. Like I say, that's, can you imagine? Without persistence, everything on the ship would disappear, and it does have upgrades on it. R&R, Eychimo, we ought to be here. That is where we're at. We'll take, see if we can spawn this, if it will spawn.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing
Oh,
pad.
come on.
Somebody's
The other one's broken.
Pay for it. Yes, it's broken. Yes, it's Star Citizen. That's somebody talking.
I claimed that.
He's not happy with what he found in his kiosk. I don't have my chat on. I have I have it on, but I have to press a button to make it work. God damn it, I forgot where it was at. Son of a bitch. I'm listening to him. If you are close enough to somebody, a lot of times it will work. Sorry about that. Like I say, oh, I hit it right. Like I say, it's Star Citizen. People who are, you know, even I get frustrated with it. Trying to do something, it gets frustrating. Yes, they claim it's alpha, but it'll be an alpha for 100 million years. It never gets better. But you can see that it looks like if it ever got to be a game, which may not happen in our lifetime, it may actually be awesome. Startup. Startup.
Acknowledged.
Oh,
Envil
shouldn't move
Aerospace.
my
All
mic. I can
systems
see that
online.
right now. Shouldn't have done it. Take off. This cockpit is one of the cooler ones in 3D. Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Landing gear.
Okay, let's try that again. Range.
Collecting
No matter
data.
what ship we took, we're not running a mission. This ship actually has nothing on it. It's got the stock guns, that's it. I think it's got a couple, might be 337 repeaters on it. I'm not sure, they're size 3s. Jump.
Jumping.
Yeah, I think they are 3s. I know it has no gimbals. And you can add guns to it. It's got the hard points. It's got the turret gun on top. It's got a place for a turret on the nose. You can get some DPS out of it if you choose. I don't own this ship. The only reason it's in my locker is because I have a prospector. I think it's a free ship for it because it's not in the Arena Commander. Why would you expect a ship a prospector in Arena Commander? I don't know. Nice of them, nice enough, I guess. But I wouldn't buy one. Though it is a cool looking cockpit in 3D. I will admit. Much cooler than the Avenger Titan that just has a flat panel. Now, I got the credits that I wouldn't mind having a Saber, but you know what? Yeah, you got to log in only when they want to sell one. Piss on them people. You know, they're going to make things so you can't buy them except on the gray market so they can pocket the money instead of put it in the game. That ain't working for me. That doesn't work for me. say, people want to load ships into carracks and stuff. You're all, you know, the way these servers run, how crash prone they are. You're just. It's fun to try, but if you think it's going to work, you're in for a lot of disappointment. Hell, you can't even run cargo most of the time without losing the credits. See, he's bitching about a DC, lost it. Well, you know, say I quit even trying to run cargo. It just, why risk my credits that I've earned? Hell, you can't even get out of the EVA out of the carrack because it will despawn almost instantly. I imagine you launch your Pisces, if you got one. As soon as you leave the ship, your carrack's gone. I could say, it just... And it's been that way for what, a week? Over a week now? When they put the carrack in the game, they haven't patched it. Probably don't even know what the problem is. Like I say, they're just a long way away, people. Can be fun to look at. It's not too bad to screw around in, but if you're actually thinking you're playing a game yet, no, you're not. You cannot advance. To the planet, we're all gonna die. Sure like to put you up close and personal, these planets, don't they? Alright, let's try range.
Collecting data.
Okay, that looks like on the edge of, well, see, that'll be on the other side of the planet, that far away. I already know that. Everything's that far away. What do we got here? Here we go. Might be able to get to the planet ocean there. Jump.
Jumping.
If we don't DC your range. Run me into the planet now. Don't do it. Gimbal.
Action.
Well, I know I saw water not too far away. Don't see it now. Huh. Is there a big ocean up here somewhere? And the navigation system in this game is really pretty juvenile. Just like we're on this planet, we don't even know which direction's north, south, and east, or west. There should be, like I say, there should be a decent navigation system. This Mickey Mouse thing they got looks like it was developed, or at least designed by a 3-year-old. Very simple, basic, doesn't work most of the time. Hopefully that's on the roadmap. It's not on the roadmap, but hopefully somewhere along the line they're going to actually improve the navigation system. There's no guarantee. Anything that's ever been on the roadmap has been removed because, for whatever reasons. One thing about these planets, they make visibility terrible. They're real proud of their fog tech. Every planet you go on, you really can't see nothing till you get right up on it because they put fog in it. It's not fog, it's dust. But all it is obscures your view. I mean, you don't mind a little fog once in a while, a little dust, but here in Star Citizen, every planet's covered with it. So you can't really enjoy the view. Can't see what you're doing. It's the way the future is. You just think there are clear skies. Have you noticed that most planets they've discovered are barren? You know, they don't have much of an atmosphere, but here you can have 0 to no atmosphere and have dust storms like they have in the Sahara. Because Chris Roberts thinks that's cool. Not realistic, but it's cool. Even the moons have an atmosphere. Not just the planets. How about all them moons around Crusader? Around everywhere. They're so thick with fog and dust because of the atmosphere. Yeah, I bet that's not really realistic in the world. What do I know? It doesn't even make for good gameplay. Now, you would think that if it made for good gameplay, but who wants to not be able to see? Cruise control.
Affirmative.
And while we're growing over the ground here, we'll probably disconnect again before we run into an ocean. But we should be running into an ocean somewhere. I swore there was one up north of that place. Ah, Jesus Christ. Welcome to Star Citizen. We done disconnected again. We might as well call it quits. This is just going to... we crashed that time. And no, there's no sense in keep trying. It's just not going to work out for me. I am sure. Just not going to work out. So we're going to go ahead and call it quits here.